Disclaimer: this video is fiction based on fact. Welcome to the neighborhood of make-believe, where childhood innocence is systematically dismantled and replaced with unquestioning obedience. What if what masquerades as wholesome children's entertainment is actually a sophisticated indoctrination program designed to create compliant citizens from birth? I know, this sounds crazy, but just hear me out. There is method to my madness. The evidence is out there. Parents across the internet have documented the psychological manipulation tactics embedded into every episode. A Reddit user confessed, after watching probably nearly 100,000 hours of Daniel Tiger over the last 2 years or so, I'm convinced they are part of a cult. See, it's not just me that thinks this. This poor chap watched over 100k hours of the show and they're convinced it's a cult too. A totalitarian one at that. The totalitarian regime. Every effective cult requires an authoritarian leader, and the neighborhood has found theirs in King Friday VIII, a self-appointed monarch who demands absolute submission from his subjects. He struts around with a crown, forcing residents to address him as king whilst he micromanages every aspect of their lives. The extent of his control is chilling. Quick reminder to hit subscribe if you're enjoying the video so far. Thank you. One observer noted the disturbing reality. There's at least one episode where King Friday, Jamie Watson, gets to order the entire community to go pick fruit, and they even have to pick the kind of fruit he wants, which is frankly more control than most real-world monarchs have.
I declare that today we will pick juicy red cherries.
Wow! Hooray!
And crunchy green apples. And
One special golden pear.
The social structure he's created is deeply sinister, as one viewer observed. Just think about it, a very small remote town in the middle of nowhere. A royal family for just one town? Something here is fundamentally wrong. King Friday has established a totalitarian state where dissent is impossible and questioning authority is unthinkable. The fate of those who might have resisted becomes clear when you examine the missing persons. Where are the parents of Daniel's friends? O's parents? Katarina Kitty Cat's dad, Daniel Tiger's Grande Mère. Yes, there are so many missing characters. Characters not given a backstory, an explanation. They have neither a head nor a tail. The only thing they have in common, they vanished off the face of the earth. Oh yes, I told you, this conspiracy runs deep. This user explains. My theory on where Katarina's dad is, or where O's parents are, is that they flew too close to the sun and discovered the truth about the neighborhood of make-believe. They were then quickly and quietly disappeared by King Friday's secret police, which is probably just Prince Tuesday in a ski mask. His multiple jobs around town allows him to easily spy on citizens. Jodie's dad escaped by hiding in the woods. Chrissy also tried to escape, but was caught. She's occasionally sent back into the neighborhood to show the townspeople what happens when you cross the king. Perhaps it's not just the missing persons in this series that are noteworthy. It's possible that entire family lineages have been erased from the neighborhood's history, leaving only obedient survivors who never questioned the system that destroyed their loved ones. Because if you don't want your legs broken or to be disappeared altogether, you better keep stum. Psychological conditioning. The most insidious aspect of the neighborhood's control system is its use of music as a brainwashing tool. Every situation, every emotion, every human experience is immediately suppressed with a conditioning song designed to eliminate independent thought. The uniformity of this programming is terrifying. As one parent observed, the more I watched, the more it started to get to me that, no matter where Daniel went, everyone knew the same little jingles about handling life problems. This isn't natural, and it definitely isn't normal either. Rather, it's evidence of systematic indoctrination. Music can be used to brainwash or psychologically impact people? That's ridiculous! It's just music, bro. Even newcomers to the neighborhood somehow knew their songs instantly, suggesting they've undergone intensive conditioning before being allowed into the community. Dr. Anna provides a chilling example. Despite her foreign accent indicating she's not originally from the neighborhood, she immediately demonstrates perfect knowledge of local indoctrination songs.
When we see something that isn't fair, we can do something to show we care.
She's been completely reprogrammed, her original identity erased and replaced with neighborhood-approved responses. The psychological damage to children is severe. As one observer noted, I actually feel really bad for Daniel Tiger. Nobody in his life will just talk to him. Anytime he has any kind of experience, people just sing at him. And not in that fun musical theatre sort of way with catchy tunes, chorus lines and such. It's just words that don't rhyme, sung to a tune that doesn't accommodate the syllables. Daniel Tiger is never allowed to process emotions naturally. Every feeling is immediately redirected through approved channels that prevent genuine human connection. Feeling sad because your pet is dead? Don't sit with that feeling like a normal human being. Heavens no!
It looks like Bluefish is dead.
Dead?
Ask questions about what happened. It might help.
Quick, Daniel, sing this irritating little earworm instead.
Ask questions about what happened. It might help.
The songs themselves are designed to be psychologically invasive, deliberately jarring constructions that burrow into the subconscious and remain there permanently. Parents report that these songs continue playing in their heads years after exposure, demonstrating their effectiveness as long-term psychological implants. One parent admitted the horrifying truth. It's been 5 years since my kids watched Daniel Tiger, but we still all sing "You've got to try new food because it might taste good." 5 freaking years. Dude, you could think the neighborhood isn't a cult. That's your God-given right, that's okay. But you can't argue that singing songs from a kid's show as an adult that you heard 5 years ago is pretty damn culty. 5 years of mental occupation by foreign programming. This is mind control operating at its most sophisticated level. The compound. The neighborhood itself functions as a classic cult compound, isolated, self-contained, and designed to prevent escape. The physical layout raises immediate questions about its true purpose. Why does a community of 5 families need its own clock factory, crayon factory, and numerous other industrial facilities? One investigator connected the dots. What kind of society has reached such a utopian state that labour is for joy? Why do they need a factory for clocks? Where do the raw materials come from? Is the airport the only portal to the outside world? Who's buying these clocks? Who's buying these crayons? I need to know! The infrastructure suggests the neighborhood is designed for complete isolation from the outside world. Prince Tuesday exemplifies the success of this programming. He works multiple jobs simultaneously: babysitter, a shoe salesman, a lifeguard, and more, all whilst maintaining perfect cheerfulness.
Excuse me, Prince Tuesday?
How can I help you?
Can you please tell us where to find the spaghetti?
I'm sorry to say we're out of spaghetti right now. It would be so helpful if you and Daniel could unpack the boxes and put the food onto the shelves while I work at the register. Royal, hello, neighbor. It's me, Prince Tuesday. I'm the neighborhood crossing guard.
The dude is single-handedly the entire neighborhood economy at this point. It's insane. As one parent noticed, the community seems to be very small, with people having to do multiple jobs. Prince Tuesday has at least 20 different jobs throughout the community. I have a separate theory that this is because he hates being at home with his cult leader of a dad and wants to be as far from him as possible. The social atmosphere is equally disturbing. Everyone maintains constant artificial positivity, with conflicts resolved immediately through approved methods. Genuine human emotion is suppressed at the moment it appears. This level of behavioral control indicates a population that has been systematically broken and rebuilt according to authoritarian specifications. The infection spreads. The most terrifying aspect of the neighborhood cult is how it extends beyond the screen to infect real families. Parents report their offspring adopting neighborhood speech patterns and social behaviors, abandoning normal family terminology in favor of cult-approved language. As one parent complained, "This little a-hole is teaching my 2-year-old to call us mum and dad instead of mummy and daddy, and I hate it." Yes, one day we'll all be speaking Daniel Tiger-ish. Won't we, neighbour? The truth behind the facade. As fun as watching the show might be, I must warn you that every family that watches Daniel Tiger risks exposure to this conditioning program. Maybe think about the impact that Daniel Tiger has had on your life. Isn't it strange that, out of nowhere, Daniel Tiger is suddenly everywhere? Maybe it's because the show has wormed its way into our brains, even years after we first saw it. The songs will invade your thoughts. The social programming will alter your children's development. And gradually, you'll find yourself defending the very system that's dismantling your family's psychological autonomy. The neighborhood of make-believe isn't make-believe at all. It's a carefully constructed psychological prison designed to look like paradise. And once you're inside, escape becomes impossible. Hit that subscribe button to join the Snipe army. And trust me, we're 100% not a cult. Snipe, snap, out.